Welcome back, everyone. I am Psycho Emerald. Today I have another Marvel Legends Hasbro 6-inch action figure to unbox and review on the channel. Today I have Iron Man Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame. This figure looks awesome. I've been wanting this for a long time, but other times I tried to pick it up, I looked for it, and it was about, I don't know, $85 to try to pick it up on Amazon. So I'm glad that it was in stock on Big Bad Toy Store. If you're looking for one, go pick it up. It's only about $40 in stock on Big Bad Toy Store as I'm recording this. And yeah, I was able to grab this, and I'm really excited to have this in my collection. It's pretty much like the coolest MCU Iron Man suit, like the ultimate Iron Man suit, if you ask me. So, and I also got another figure that's pretty pricey to find on Amazon and eBay and whatnot, which is the Endgame Thanos BAF cap. I need to figure out what to do with my lighting. But yeah, if I tilt the box up, you can see Endgame cap. That's coming up soon. I'm probably more excited for this because Cap's one of my top 3 favorite MCU characters. But Iron Man right here, Mark 85. I'm excited. How can you have an MCU collection and not have Iron Man? If you're going to have Iron Man, Mark 85 is the way to go. Pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited for this figure. As well as that Endgame cap coming up soon. But yeah, this thing looks pretty awesome when it comes to the sculpt, as well as the accessories. So let's check out the box before we open it up. So we got the Marvel Avengers Endgame logo right there. This very nice purple. Purple is my favorite color if you guys didn't know that. So it's a very nice purple banner right there. Iron Man Mark 85. Hasbro Legends Series logo. Avengers logo up there. It's kind of got like a gold trim to it, which is pretty cool if you ask me. You got Thanos Build-A-Figure. Then we have the warnings up there. Then on this side, we've got some cool artwork of Mark 85 Iron Man. Kind of got like a cool purplish background to it. And then over here, we've got Marvel, Hasbro, all the figures in this wave. Definitely would like to get Black Widow because I need a Black Widow in my collection, but I'm pretty sure that one's pretty hard to find too. But yeah, then we've got this cool artwork of Iron Man Mark 85, which is different from this one. We got Marvel Legends Series, Iron Man Mark 85. Tony Stark suits up in his high-powered Mark 85 armor. Very detailed description there. Then we got Build-A-Figure Thanos. Like I said, you can see the Thanos Build-A-Figure right there. Don't know if I'm going to be able to build that. I would like it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to build that. But yeah, let's get this figure open. I'm pretty dang excited. So I'll get the trusty unboxing knife, and we will open Mark 85 Iron Man. Alright, so I got the trusty unboxing knife. So if you go to open a Legends package, best way to do it is to find the tape right here, and then you will be able to move this flap out of the way, and you'll be able to open the figure. So, pretty exciting. Yeah, I know I'm always excited for figures, at least recently. I'm pretty much only been getting figures that I'm really excited about recently, instead of just getting ones I'm kind of like, meh, I'd like to have it, you know. It's more fun to specifically seek out figures that you know you'll love. So, yeah, I'm excited for this figure. Wow, look at this. This cool Avengers background. That is awesome. That's like the coolest Marvel Legends box background I've ever seen. That's really, really cool. Alright, so here's Mark 85 Iron Man. So let's pop some of these effect pieces out. So we've got cool repulsor effect there. They're all the same, all 4 of them, I believe. But they're kind of rubbery. I thought they would be hard plastic, but rubber's fine too. Rubber's fine too. Then we've got these right here, which should be easy to get out since it's probably some old tape, since this figure is from a couple years ago. And yeah, so that was pretty easy. Let's get Iron Man, Tony Stark himself out. Wow. Yeah, first impressions, pretty good. Wow, that's really cool. All right, so we'll get all the excess packaging out of the way, and we will check out Mark 85 Iron Man. Alright, so here's the figure with all the accessories, and hopefully the lighting's better. I should have done this a while ago, but put a light behind me now so you can have some more light on the figure so you can actually see it. I should do this for all my reviews. I don't know why I don't do this, but anyway, let's check out the figure first, and I got a chance to play around with this a little bit off camera. It is fantastic. The sculpt, it's so smooth and shiny. It's awesome. It's got all the little details, all the little silver bits in here, the nanotech. It's just so cool. The sculpt of the helmet, I don't think it's perfectly spot on, but I think it's pretty close. I think overall they just nailed the metallic sheen to all the silver and gold parts to it, and even the red, this nice. It's kind of dark, not too bright red. It's very screen accurate, very well done. I'm really impressed with the way this figure looks, and it's a lot of fun to pose as well. So yeah, but the only problem I have with just the figure itself is the arc reactor. My brother said this, my younger brother, Underwater Cop. Go check out his channel. He does Nerf gun reviews. He said he didn't like that the arc reactor wasn't blue. I agreed with him on that. It's just kind of a blank white. It could be cooler if it was like it was on the box and in the movie, where it's kind of got a blue edge to it, blue glow to it. But they kind of passed on that, but it works. It works okay as long as you're not like looking at it, because once you do look at that arc reactor and see that it's just plain white, it is a little bit disappointing. But overall, fantastically sculpted and painted figure. And yeah, let's check out the accessories. First off, for the accessories, we do have these effect pieces, which are kind of these repulsor effects, and they gave us 4 of them. I feel like they could have just given us like 2 and been like, you get to choose what you do with it, but they gave us 4 so that if you want to, you can have both hands firing repulsors as he's lifting off the ground with his repulsor jets. So that's really, really cool that they did that. And if you want to put it on the figure's hand, you could do it like this. So yeah, they are cool. They do have kind of like these spikes poking out from it to kind of give it the effect that it's blasting out. So yeah, it's a very cool effect. So it's a very cool effect piece that you absolutely need for any Iron Man figures. You need those repulsor effect pieces. So very cool that they included them. They're this cool teal color, which is very, very cool. That I think definitely works. And they just peg into the repulsor spot on Iron Man's gloves. That's very cool. And yeah, all 4 of those are the same. Like I said, they're all exactly the same. And they can be used on the feet as well. So I found out accidentally, it looks like these can come off, which is interesting. It seems like they don't really need to be able to come off, but they can. So if you want to take those off, I guess you have that option too. A lot of options with this figure, a lot of options with the accessories and everything. So pretty cool. So let's check out his 2 swappable hands. Okay, so here we have the swappable hands. So they are the same hands he already has, just different options. So like this is the same as the right, what is currently on the right hand, but for the left hand and vice versa. So you have the fist hand and the open palm hand, or the repulsor firing hand. And they're both really cool, so we can kind of look at the hands a little bit. They've got the sculpted texture in there, all those lines to give it that realism. And it also has this little bit of silver in there, which I'm sure is probably screen accurate. So that's very, very cool. So let's try swapping the hands onto the figure. Okay, so swapping the hands on the figure to get the ones off he already has. It will take a little bit of effort, but not too bad. And you will be able to attach the swappable hands, which is very cool. So you can have him firing 2 repulsors. Like so. So I'm pretty happy with this figure. So now let's check out Iron Man's articulation. The articulation on the head, he can look up, and he can ever so slightly look down and swivel side to side. Got a lift up at the shoulder, a good old bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and a swivel at the shoulder as well. And then a hinge and swivel at the wrist, which works very nicely. A ball joint at the middle of the torso. A lift up slightly with the leg and back, not very far at all. A upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee and rocker, and very stiff and probably fragile ankle pivot. So great articulation to get him into some cool Iron Man poses. So let me get him into a cool pose, and I'll give you guys a closer look at Mark 85 Endgame Iron Man. Alright, so for some quick side-by-side comparisons for Mark 85 Iron Man, I'm going to bring in the Walmart exclusive upgraded suit Spider-Man. Alright, so there you have Tony and Peter both together, looking pretty awesome. These do look really great together. So you got Iron Man and Iron Man Jr., if you will. And yeah, they look really, really cool together. And great Spider-Man figure, by the way. If you haven't seen my review for that, definitely go check that out. It'll be linked up in the card up there. And I also want to compare him with the new Spider-Man No Way Home Doctor Strange figure. Alright, so there's Doctor Strange, so you got all 3 of these together, kind of like, definitely cool if you're doing like a Infinity War thing. Maybe you'd want the Iron Spider. I don't think Marvel Legends has done a great job with either of the Iron Spider figures so far, though. So hopefully we see one of those in like Infinity Saga or something, but definitely all 3 of these are great characters that we see together a lot in the films, so definitely cool to have all 3 of them in the collection. So alright, so there he is next to Iron Man Mark 85. This is an awesome figure. Just finished recording it before I started recording this review. I love this figure, and they look good together. This makes me want to get Thor even more now, the Infinity Saga Thor, so that I can have all 3 of them, like that epic final battle where they face off with Thanos in Endgame. Alright, so to wrap up my finishing thoughts on Endgame Iron Man, this is a fantastic figure. I'm really happy to finally have an Iron Man in my MCU collection, but I'm also just really happy that this figure is as good as I thought it was going to be. Like, it has some little problems, like the arms don't rest all the way by his sides. That's a very minor nitpick, as well as the fact that the arc reactor is just plain white and not blue. And I could even just, like, nitpick that I don't love the way the helmet looks. But, like, I still like everything about this figure. It's just awesome. If you're looking for a good MCU Iron Man figure for your collection, this is the one to go to. If you can find it for a good price, that is, because it goes a little bit crazy on aftermarket sites sometimes, like eBay and Amazon. But this is an awesome figure, an awesome Iron Man figure that I'm super happy to have in my collection, that I would absolutely recommend to any MCU collector. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please leave a like. If you like Marvel Legends content, my channel is oriented on Marvel Legends and Star Wars The Black Series reviews, so if you're into that, please do consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, as always, I hope you guys found this review helpful. I hope you found it enjoyable, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.